joining us today. We're going to do a level 1 tower workout. I'm Brittany, and Susan is my willing participant here.
Hi guys.
So when you come in, just take a quick peek at the tower settings and make sure that it looks sort of like this. So what I want you to notice is that the roll down bar has the black springs. It's attached to the front, the top eye hooks, and your leg springs, which are the green, the long leg loop, are attached both in the front. Don't worry so much about the rest, as we'll bring it around when we need to use it. The leg springs, I like them around, let's go number 7. So as long as they're the same on the right and the left, it doesn't matter if a 7 to you means you see the 7, you have one dot below it, whatever, just make sure that they are the same. Okay, you ready to begin?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna start with some roll downs. So go ahead and grab the outside of the roll down bar. You're gonna sit up nice tall back here. A little bit of a press on the arms straight to engage the shoulders and lats. Here we go, breath in to begin. Exhale, you'll curl the hips under and begin to round down until you find yourself on your back. Now once she's here, she's gonna walk to this low back curve, isn't arching off of the mat. Engage those abs for me and bend the elbows, row the bar to chest 3 times. You exhale and pull 2, and 1 more. You got it. From here, tuck your chin in towards the chest and round your way back up to a seated position. Beautiful, and let's repeat that. So breath in, prepare, and then use that exhale breath and roll your way to your back. Well done. And then engaging out, pulling 3. Once that low back, 2, and 1 more time, please. 3, you got it. Roll your way up to seated. All right, good. 1 more, please. This is exactly the same. So this is a nice way to warm up your lower back here because you're getting that lumbar flexion as you lower down. 3 rows. We're engaging abs, stabilizing here through the torso. And 1 more. Perfect. And then round and roll your way up to seated. Okay, beautiful. We're going to roll down the same. So all the way down we go. This way we'll omit the rows. Give me a slight extension in thoracic spine. Now use those upper abs and pull yourself up. You're going to hinge to the top. Well done. Move with breath. Exhale, roll down. And then inhale, there's a softening of the elbows, an extension through the spine, and you float up. Well done again. Roll down. So pay attention to Susan's neck. It's perfect. So what she's doing, she's keeping her eyes here on this crossbar so that the head isn't like dangling back. Reverse it. So we're going to keep that slight extension. Inhale, we float back. The shoulders and head sort of make contact. Then we melt into the mat and we roll forward. Excellent. Inhale, floating back. Shoulders are going to make contact first. And then round and roll your way up to a sitting position. 1 more. Well, I like 3s. 3 of each is always a nice way to warm up the back. This one gets the upper back warm. Perfect. Okay, let's go into port de bras. So right hand in the middle. Your left hand is going to float underneath to begin. And as you roll down, I want you to take your arm around, lay all the way down, go with me, roll all the way down, and get your shoulders flat on the mat, and then give me a nice little sideways bend. Perfect. Retrace that line with that left arm, and then come all the way back into sitting. Let's switch hands at the top. Rounding down, you take the arm with you, you get both the shoulders down flat on the mat, and then you give me a nice lateral bend off to the side. And then take it all the way around. That was sort of wanting to be port de bras, my mistake. So let's go all the way around this time. Okay, switch hands. So I like that lateral bend here, so go ahead and roll all the way down and get that nice lateral bend. Now keep taking the arm across the face, circle it all the way back around to the top. That's full port de bras. Let's switch sides. I like that little teaser at the beginning though, because it gives you that nice lateral flexion, that big stretch. This one feels really good on the shoulder though. All the way up. Let's get 1 more each side, please. Take it down and round. Your breathing is natural here. So you just sort of start that inhale as you make your way down, and then use that exhale breath to take your body all the way back around and up. Awesome. Okay, let's kneel. We're going to do a little lat presses here. Hands are on the outside of the clips here with straight arms. Knees are directly below your hip bones. You're going to have an imaginary block between the thighs that you're squeezing in. With straight arms, please, go ahead and push the bars down to thighs and then a release. Excellent. Press. Good. So I'm watching that her shoulders are staying open. We tend to sort of medially rotate the shoulders here, but she's doing a real nice job. Everything is in neutral. Let's get 3 more. Press. And 2. Well done. 1 more, please. Excellent. Okay, hands on the insides of the clips this time. Triceps. Bend those elbows next to ribs. Shoulders are open here, and we push. Excellent. And 2. And 3. Good. So every time you push, let's squeeze that imaginary block at the knees. 4 to go. 4. And 3. Lovely. 2. And 1 more time here. And let those arms go. All right, we're going to put it together. So every time we're going to do 1 of each. Starting with the arms long, we're going to take it straight down. 1 tricep here, bend and push, and then straight arms out of there. Every time. Press. Inhale, exhale, and release. Excellent. Keep going here. So we're going to add that inner thigh squeeze. So every time that bar makes their way to the thigh, we squeeze. 1 tricep, squeeze, release. Squeeze, bend and squeeze. Let's get 1 more here, Susan. Push it down, bend and press, and we let it go. Outstanding. Turn around, back to the tower. Let's get that bar in front of your chest. Hands outside of clips. You're going to begin with the bar right about chest level. We want to watch that the wrist stays in a neutral grip. Push the arms forward to begin. Okay, once the arms are straight, you're welcome to pitch your body forward on a slight diagonal so you feel the abdominals working. We're going to bend the elbows in towards chest, and exhale, we push it forward. Good. So if you have chosen to tip your body on a slight diagonal, I challenge you to keep yourself there as you're moving the bar in and out. 4 more. Excellent. And that inner thigh, we got that imaginary block every time here. Squeeze and push the arms forward. 1 more, we're going to hold it out here. Let those arms float straight up a little and then straight back down. Good. So as they go up, so we're going to be careful not to go too high and lose the shoulders, and we also feel those upper abs as the bar goes up. 3 more, please. Float up, and we're going to squeeze those inner thighs as we come down. And 2. Final, please. Bend the elbows in, and we're going to get out of there all together. Okay, well done. So we don't have to change anything yet. We're going to go right into our leg springs. So you'll be on your back, head toward the tower, and we'll put our feet in the springs. Yep, adjust yourself, get all comfortable. You want to measure about an arm's distance from the tower. And when your hands are on the tower, we want to make sure that the hands are higher than the head. If not, put them all the way to the bottom just for a second. See how it sort of flares the arms and the shoulders? They're kind of floppy that way. So if we bring them up higher than the head, then everything is active. I encourage you to keep them here, but if it's uncomfortable, the arms can lay at your sides as well. Up and down the straight legs to begin, please. So you're going to squeeze with your legs and butt and push the legs down. Float them up. And then we exhale, push them down. So what I watch for as a teacher is the rib cage connection. So she's going to really keep everything knitted together. I'm watching the low back to see if everything is connected to the carriage. We want as little space under the lower back as possible here. Let's laterally rotate. So now our heels are together, the toes are not. We're going to stay tension free up in the neck and shoulder area. You got it. Let's get 2 more like this one, please. Now, internally rotate at the thigh. So the kneecaps look at each other this time. I don't care so much about the feet. I want the thighs from the hips to spin inward. Nice. So this one isn't as stretchy as on the reformer. On the reformer, of course, we're getting that traction as we come in. The tower work is great for 2 things. It's strength building because we're really just getting the resistance. And then also it is giving your legs an independent workout because we've got 2 springs. Next time you're down, let's stay forward. And we'll pause here. Laterally rotate, knees bend in, aiming towards underarms, and then we push forward. Let's get that ankle moving too. Flex ankles bended, point and we push forward. So we're trying to keep those feet roughly parallel to the floor with the springs. So if the springs are higher, you can keep them a little bit higher. You're also welcome to go on a slight diagonal downward. As you go lower with your feet, it's actually more challenging on the abs. Excellent. One more, please. We're gonna hold those legs out and pause. We're gonna do beats. So just open, close the legs. Now, just a little reminder of the beats. We don't want the heels to actually touch. So we're gonna use those inner thighs. We're gonna start point, 2, 3, 4, then flex, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, point, exhale, flex. 4 count, point, 2, 3, 4, flex, 2, 3, 4, point, 2, 3, 4, flex, 2. Good. We should feel those inner thighs. They work quickly. 3, 4, 2 more. 2, 3, 4, flex. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, point, 3, 4. Exhale, flex, and we stop. Bend the knees in, quick break. All right. We're going into a parallel alignment now. Send those legs straight forward, please. Keeping the waist tightly knitted. And we're gonna do a small shuffle. So we're stick figures. Our movement's coming from our hips, trying to stabilize through the torso. Okay, beautiful. We're gonna keep this pace. The legs are nice and straight. Now I want you to start gradually going up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going down. 2, 3. Nice job keeping your shoulders active. One more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bend the knees in, take a break. Nice. So if your shoulders are trying to bother you at any time, you can always lay your arms at your sides. We're gonna get the legs forward one more time here. And we do big leg circles. So the legs go up, out, and around. Beautiful. Inhale up and exhale to circle closed. Just again, like on the reformer, you're going to be getting a traction on the reformer that you don't get here. Now we're focusing on the symmetry of the legs because they're working on independent springs and truly in just the strength training, that bone density building, resistance training with the spring as we circle around. Let's go in reverse a few times. So with the circles in particular, you're getting right at the hip joint, so you're getting some obliques, plus the hip flexors in the front, and then of course, all the outside leg muscles, glutes and hamstrings, pretty much all of it. Let's get one more. Perfect. Okay, bend your knees, look at your feet out of the straps. All right, legs go straight out on the mat for me, please. Arms reach up towards the ceiling, and then give me your best roll up. All the way, so gonna go towards her toes and just keep on stretching forward. Nice little break in between here. I'll have you straddle the mat, feet on the floor or towards them, and lean forward here. This is a nice inner thigh stretch. If you'd like, you can bring both hands over to one edge, and that way it gives you this little bit of a lateral stretch here. And then opposite side, of course. Okay, well done. Go ahead and roll yourself up. All right, now we're gonna make some changes here. I try to sort of consolidate the changes. We're gonna remove the leg springs and replace them with your arm springs. So the arm springs are the yellow one at the top with the handle already attached. We can leave it exactly as is. And then we're gonna take this roll down bar and put him on the back. That way we can just tuck it behind. And we're gonna bring one blue spring to the front. And let's go ahead and we'll start using the blue spring. Yeah. Yep, all good. All right, so we're gonna do this. Now, there are, so notice on this side, so there is a thumb screw on this one. Don't tighten the thumb screw. Sometimes it's very easy to misthread these guys and then we're in trouble if that gets caught. So don't even tighten the thumb screw, not necessary. Have a seat. Feet up against the vertical frame, please. And this is soft. Right hand on the bar in line with the right shoulder. Take your left hand and we're gonna swing it back around, reaching for the corner of the room. So we're putting all body weight into that left free hand. Left hand comes around, it's going towards the the vertical frame. Actually, if you can reach this, and I'll have you grab all the way up here. All right, we're gonna be doing two things. We're reaching to the foot, to the bar itself. If you can't reach it, grab the leg. It's just gonna actively push up here. The intention is the thoracic rotation. Let's take it back around again. So we get 3 of these as well. Get a nice lateral stretch there. And then underneath. Now, if you can't reach the bar, no worries. We don't wanna tighten up through the quads. You can certainly bend your knees. Like I mentioned, the intention is in the thoracic rotation. So that's the upper back rotation. It's this twist that we're going for. All right, go ahead and switch the arms, please. So we take it back and around and underneath. So one thing to note too, you want to keep both of your hips down as you're reaching for that vertical frame. And if you need to bend those knees to get the hips down, that is far more important. We're not doing a hamstring stretch on that one. These feel so nice, I think. All right, you got it. All right, flip around for me, please. So on your back, head toward the tower. Overhand grip to begin. So when you lie down, you want your head pretty close to the end so that, notice her bar is sort of right above the very top of the rib. So we're under the chest in a vertical line there. The legs are gonna be straight on the mat and together. Let's keep the legs down. You'll start by tucking the chin in towards the chest and rolling up, finishing with the arms beside the ears. Now notice her top position. So I know she's in the right start position because when she comes up, the hands aren't like way behind her, right? So when she comes up to the top, she's in this nice straight line. Beautiful. Roll down, please, for me, one bone at a time. Good. Let's do that one again. Easy peasy. Rounding up. So once you get to the top, you're gonna drop your shoulders off of the ears. You got this nice tension-free space. And we're gonna roll our way down. Okay, we're gonna make this more exciting. Let's start with tabletop, please. All right, so the feet are together, knees are together, and they're level. Let's begin. Chin to chest and round up, pushing the bar up. Good, we got that same awareness at the shoulders, and then round down. Any of these progressions, the next progression bothers your back, you're gonna just back up one. Certainly fine to leave your legs down this whole sequence. We're gonna pause here. Bend those elbows towards forehead and then push it up. Good. And I also know you're in the right position when you're able to bend your arms and the bar naturally comes to your forehead. If it's coming naturally behind your head, you're too far away from the frame. We're gonna get one more of these. Arms go to straight and then roll your way down onto your back, please. We're gonna keep her legs tabletop. If you need to put your feet down, do so.
If you're gonna talk, I will.
All right, let's go back up. We're going right into the next one. Here we go. Go ahead and roll all the way up to the top for me, please. All right, good. Shoulders away from the ears. Let's go a tiny bit of flexion in the lumbar spine. Perfect. One leg, single leg stretch out, and then we change. They can be reciprocal, so one's moving in and one's moving out. Now she's going quite low with her legs, which I love, but I know she's strong. So if you need to send your legs on a higher line, like so, it's more forgiving on your abs and your lower back, but you don't need to do that. You can go nice and low. 5 and 4 and 3, 2, very nice. We're gonna go back to tabletop here and then roll your way down. We're gonna leave legs tabletop because we're building endurance. Right away into the next one. Go ahead and rise up. Good. Now, bend the elbows and hold them out forehead. Let's do that same thing. So one leg out, one leg in. Switch and switch. Good. So we got shoulder awareness here. Plus, that bar isn't as helpful when we're down low. We don't have as much assistance holding up the abs. 4 and 3. Feel that difference? 2 and one more time. Tabletop, both of the legs, arms straighten, and then roll down to your back. Go ahead and set your feet down for a moment. Good. All right, if you're staying along with me and your back is perfect, I know Susan doesn't have any back pain, so we're gonna go right into the straight leg version. Send those legs out long on the mat for me. All right, now if, like I mentioned, your back's bothering you, you're just omitting this part and you're gonna stay in tabletop, but you're gonna do the rest with us. All right, here we go. We're gonna rise up to full teaser. So chin to chest, and as you rise up, pick those legs up. Maybe you're still in tabletop, Susan's in straight legs. So we're gonna take our body and we're gonna lower it all the way down, get your back down first and the arms and legs go next. And then we're gonna rise right back up. Yes, all the way down again for me, please. If you're looking for a challenge, go ahead and rise up. So rather than going all the way down, you're gonna go almost all the way down. She's gonna hover her hands and her head and feet, and then she's gonna come right back up. Good, so you've got 3 progressions here. You can either do tabletop, you can go all the way down, rest your head and feet for a moment, or you can do this beautiful hover. This is your last one. So go down, hover, right back up, and then we're coming all the way down to rest. All right, perfect. Pull the bar past your head and through the frame, keeping one hand on at all times. Let's turn over onto your stomach, please. So caution to keep the hands on the bar as you turn over. Okay, we're gonna begin. That was good. All right, so the bar loves to live between the vertical frames, so I want you to let it start there. Then you're an arm's distance away. The legs can open to the edges of the mat. Not only is it more forgiving in your lumbar spine, but it also gives you some references to, like, are you in the middle of the machine? We tend to move around here. We're going in through a little bit of a back bend. If this position here makes your shoulders unhappy, you're putting the bar up and you're doing this with your hands on the mat. Let's get back bending here. So the arms straight, shoulders slide down, and then once the shoulders are locked down, you're going to begin to lift the upper body as much as you like, and then you're going to roll back down. So if you lift as if you're coming up into a plank position and you engage the abs, you actually get a really nice stretch because the rectus abdominis goes from your breastbone all the way to the pubic bone. So we get this really nice lengthening that where we're crunching and shortening, we're stretching it out here. It also opens up the upper back. Let's get one more, Susan. So we're gonna lift that breath in and then lower yourself back down. Good. A little bit of shoulder work. Now I know you got some shoulder stuff happening, so tell me if this bothers you. You're going to hover your head from the mat, and then I want you to bend elbows and just pull the head, come down a little bit lower. You're going to just bend the elbows, pull the bar behind the head as far as the shoulders to tolerate, and then we push them forward. Same with everybody at home. This is to a tolerance level. We're just mobilizing the shoulders. We're not trying to do anything fancy here. We're just getting that movement in the shoulder girdle. One more here. Perfect. Now arms are straight, and then go ahead and just shift your butt back to your feet. Think shell stretch. You're gonna let the bar come up. So
okay.
Yeah, we're getting out of there. We're getting out of there. Okay, and then just take your little shell stretch here. So she's got this nice rounded back. That's what we're going for. Okay, we're gonna do cat stretch kneeling.
Okay.
All right, so hands are gonna be on the bar. We want to keep, so let's measure with the bars at the top, and then you're an arm's distance away, just slightly soft elbows. So the name of the game here is in keeping your hips directly above the knees, because everybody loves to shift their booties back to their feet. Push the arms down. Okay, no more arms from there. It's nice and slow. She's going to round her back. And then once she's there, she's tucking the butt under, and she's gonna pull the bar towards the hips as she rises back up. Good. Slow as you can go. So flexing, flexing, flexing down. And then you're gonna scoop under. Hips are magnets to that bar. Yes, so you want that little struggle. If you're breezing through, red flag, you're not in the right position. So what we tend to do is really shift our butt back, but I'm making her keep her butt right over those knees, and she's working for it. Let's get one more, even go slower, like trapped in honey. Nice, so really slow on the way up. You're gonna draw the shoulders, start to round, push the hips forward all the way up. Beautiful. Okay, turn face away from me, please. You're gonna have left knee down. Let's take the right leg straight out to the side there. Good. Go ahead and push the left arm down and give me a nice lateral bend. Good. So by keeping this leg down, we've got this nice lateral stretch here. keeping the foot connected. Go ahead and rotate, stay over there. And then rotate, get 2 hands down towards the bar and just open up all through here. This is just a little recovery. And then right arm goes up to the ceiling and you're gonna wave your way back out. Good. Let's get over and we're gonna balance this time. So, a little teeter-totter. So the main here, the shoulder is the important part. You can put your right hand on your hip. So we're gonna keep our body in balance and this leg is moving. We tap the leg and we lift and tap and lift. So what I watch for is this shoulder. I want this shoulder to be tension free away from the ear, and she is working. The major moving part here is this left shoulder. That's the important part. This is extra goodness. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. You go ahead and come all the way back up and take a break. All right, well done. Turn around, please. Okay, legs out, get the stretch first, the lateral bend. We're taking it over. Rotate down, good. So as she turns over, similar to your mermaid, you're gonna be careful and then shoulder here, the tension at the neck. And then go ahead and wave your way back out. Okay, teeter-totter time. We go over, she's gonna draw that right shoulder down, bring this foot just a smidge forward. Yep, and then up and down. You wanna peek down, make sure you can see your foot. We tend to arch it behind us because our low back starts to help. Good. 5 and 4. Well done. 3, 2. Last time. And then you can come all the way back out and recover. Outstanding. All right. So now let's do a little bit more abs. So I gave you a little bit of a break. So on your back again, head towards the tower once more. As you lower down this time, underhand grip. So you're gonna flip the palms so they face you, and have you scoot back just a little further to the edge for me. Let's bend the knees. The feet are in line with their hips and their knees. The closer the feet move into your butt, the harder it will be. So we're gonna do the sit-up combo, which is an endurance exercise. I want you to keep the elbows a little bent. The bar is going to move with you. Slowly, I'd like you to round through your spine and crunch up just to there. So we've just gotten the waistband off. You roll down to touch the lowest rib and stop. That's your range. Inhale up, exhale down. Every time you go down, I need you to exhale. I don't care so much about breath on most. Here I do. Exhale on the way down. It triggers our transversus and our pelvic floor, and that is what we're working here. Every time you go back, you're scooping the tail under and trying to tilt the pubic bone up, and we're getting low, 1 to 2 inches under that belly button. And we're gonna pause down. Thighs stay beside each other. Take one leg, extend it straight. So we're right here, and let's continue. Inhale up, and then exhale down. So waist to ribs, and waist to ribs. Yeah, if hip flexor is hurting more than abs, you're gonna do a lateral turn out here, and keep going. So around now, you might get a little shoulders of just extra goodness in the exercise. We're exhaling down, and exhaling down. One more time, Susan, and then let's switch legs. Good. And we continue. Good. You're gonna keep rounding as if every single time, how deep can you get? How much lumbar flexion can you create in your back? 4, 3, 2, and one more time here. We're gonna pause, 2 legs in the air. If 2 legs straight is not making you happy, you go to tabletop, but let's continue. 8 and 7, nice form. 6, shoulders stay tension. 3 here. Let's get 3 more. 3 and 2. 1 more, tabletop the legs, and then roll your way down, touch the feet. Well done. All right, flip the grip for me, please. We're gonna keep the knees bent. Go ahead and let the arms straighten. You're gonna bring one hand behind your head. And this is old style where we leave the elbow laying on the mat. We're gonna keep the waist down perfectly still, so there's no movement in the hips. Keeping the elbow down, you're basically pushing this straight arm up and you're rotating through the upper body and down. So we're basically segmenting our spine into parts. Sort of mid back down, stationary, and we're just rotating that upper thoracic spine. You will get some obliques here. This isn't crazy. crazy hard as much as it's just really good for mobility in the back. Let's get 4 more. And 3, well done. 2, and 1. Now hold it here. We're gonna add just little tiny pulses. And this is where you get a little bit more obliques. 4, 3, 2, and then go ahead and lower yourself down. Let's switch hands. Good. All right, so same. Let's make sure you're keeping your hips down. And it's really just that opposite shoulder blade that's coming up, and we're rotating towards that other shoulder. Notice her shoulder and her elbow are staying down on that one side. It feels good, right? On your back. 4 and 3, 2. This one, let's hold this guy up. Little ones. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and then all the way down. Well done. Okay, let's go ahead and come up. Let's use this bar for the leg work. So single leg pumps and double leg pumps. So because you're gonna be on your own, I'm gonna tell Susan how to get the bar positioned herself. So grab the bar with your hands, push it down, and once it's in front of you, put your feet on it, please. And then once your feet are on it, lay down on your back. We wanna begin once more with this bar right in between the vertical frame. So bring it down here. Good. And then once it's in the vertical frame, we're gonna move it a leg's distance away. Okay, so she's gonna bend her knees, the legs go to straight, and then you're gonna lift your bottom up. We're going for a straight line from thigh to shoulder, and then you just soften through upper back, middle back, lower back. Once your butt touches, bend the knees and push the legs through. Perfect. Bend and breathe in, legs go up. Use your exhale breath to rise up. You got it, and then slow rolling down. So if you're cramping, you may be too close to the ball of your foot. You do want to stay on the arch of the foot so you don't feel like you have to hang on for dear life to keep that up there. If you're just not loving this, it's hurting your hamstrings or cramping, you can do this like regular bridging. We're going to stay up at the top here. Just the double leg pumps is what we'll do today. So we're going to bend the knees a little, catch resistance, a little bit more, and a little bit more still, and then we push the legs to straight. 3 times. You got to catch resistance, 2, 3, and then straight. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. Bend, 2, 3. Legs make their way to straight, and then lower your body down. Bend the knees, and then we're going to push. We're going to do double leg pumps 1 more time. Bend the knees in, legs go to straight, and we lift our butts up. So make sure you're squeezing your glutes, and we bend real little, 2, 3. The legs are straight. So notice that she's not dropping through her hips. And bend, 2, 3, and legs go to straight, and let's roll down top to tail. Bend the knees, legs push to straight. Keeping feet on the bar. Get another roll up, arms up, legs go straight, arms up to the ceiling. And then we roll all the way up, hands on the bar with the feet. Carefully take your feet off as your hands stay on, legs can stay forward, and just reach forward and take this nice long hamstring stretch. Good, and then let the bar come all the way back up. Okay, let's detach the blue spring. So we're not going to use this push through bar any longer. All right, a little bit of bicep work here. Hands, you're going to use this. Let's sit facing the tower, long straight legs out in front of you. So the feet are going to be together. Now, the further back you scoot, it's going to give you more resistance. So you don't probably want your feet to be all the way in. You want to be back a little bit so that you make this worthwhile. Let's start with clutch biceps. So the knuckles are together in the center of chest and your elbows are flared out. Legs stay together, straight and pointed at toe. We're going to round our back and roll backwards, or curving the tail ender, and we're stopped, not quite as low. Perfect. And lengthen those arms in front, and then we just bend them into chest. So this is clutch bicep. This is a little bit easier than traditional bicep because we get to recruit our pectoral muscles, which are much stronger than our biceps. But we are getting biceps, shoulders, chest, and abdominals. Let's get 3 more. 3. Good. 1 more. You're going to hold wasn't bent. We're gonna go to a twist. So rotate and then pass through the other side. And twist. Take a sip of air, twist, exhale. Twist, exhale. Good. So what I'm watching for is that her legs are not moving. When your obliques are on, your legs are still. If you're finding that your legs are gas pedaling, check your obliques, dial back your range, and get it under control. Back in the middle, and then just dive over the legs for me. Perfect. And then stack it up. All right, let's get traditional biceps here. So elbows are bent, aligned with shoulders. And let's go flat back this time. So you're gonna hinge back until you feel upper abs. You can go back a little further. There we go. Lengthen those arms out and then curve. So what you don't want is when your arms straighten to find slack in the spring. We want to build strength by the eccentric, which is lengthening, and concentric, which is shortening. So when you lengthen, if you've got slack, you're not building optimal strength. We need the resistance. And 4, 3, 1 more, please. Hold those elbows bent on this one. Elbows up an inch, down an inch, up and down. It's like the world's smallest shoulder press. We're getting a lot here in those anterior deltoids. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then reset. Come all the way back up. Well done. Let's rise up to knees. Most people are uncomfortable in a seated position for the tricep and lat work. So come on up to kneeling. All right, so we're here. Our arms are straight with palms backward facing. We've got that imaginary block at the inner thighs here. And we're gonna push back, and as we do, we're squeezing that block. And then we release. Similar to our roll down bar exercise we did earlier, the difference is we're able to take the arms well behind the line of the body, which works up into our triceps. Excellent. We're gonna have 3 more here. And then we're gonna add pulses, which is my favorite, and everybody loves that. So you're gonna pull back, and we're holding it here, and then upright spine, and we just pulse it back, pulse, pulse. We're gonna do a little sequence here. So this is endurance exercise. 3, 2, we're gonna hold it back. World's smallest tricep bend, micro bend. Push, push, push. 4, and 3, and 2, rest. Good. That was so much fun. We're gonna do it again, but we're gonna do it in neutral grip this time. So rather than the first time we had our palms backward facing, this time I want you to be in hammer grip, so your palms are inward, so straighten arms. And we're doing a full range first, so take it straight back. We're doing the exact series as before. When you pull back, we're squeezing that imaginary block. Now this one's harder because we're getting way up on the inside part of the tricep here. 3, 2, we're holding it back at the back end. We're doing baby pulses, up, up. We're still moving straight arms here from the shoulder, through, 2, hold it there, tiny bite, and push, and push, and push. That's it. 5, and 4, and 3, 2, rest and recover. Excellent. Flip onto, we're gonna stay going this way. So feet toward the tower and lay on your back. We are gonna do hundreds. So I like doing hundreds with the feet toward the tower because it's less tension on the neck flexors. So you've got 3 options. The legs could be straight, no, 4 options. You could have your legs all the way down and just concentrate on the flexion. You could do bent knees, feet down, next level. Next progression is tabletop. And final progression would be legs on the long diagonal. Okay, so you pick one of those poisons. And then let's go ahead and flex head, neck, and shoulders up. And we'll pulse those arms. So in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 20, so whatever legs you've chosen, I want you squeezing them together. And out, 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Halfway, and exhale. We're gonna keep those low backs in flexion, safely down. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 82, 4, 5, and breathe out. 92, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out. We're gonna hold it here, and then rest and relax back down. Excellent. Leave your legs down. Let's do a combination bicep curl with a sit-up. So flip your palms up. You are going to crunch up, and as you do, give me a nice bicep curl. Yep. And then we're going to lower all the way down. So the way she's doing this here, this is probably pretty low on the difficulty scale, but you're still getting mobility through the spine. Now, as you come up this time, want those elbows up a little bit higher and then lower down. So you're going to get that combination rounding back with that bicep. 4 and 3, good. 2 and 1 more. I want you to stay at the top for me. Good. So she's going to keep her bicep curl rounded back and then just roll back halfway and then roll up an inch and back an inch. So we're going to keep that rounded shape. Good. So we've got a little assistance from these biceps. We're working an isometric in the biceps, but now we're really able to get in deep to our lower bellies. Let's get 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and all the way up to a sitting position. Well done. Let's turn around here. You're going to be up on the knees. We're going to keep the arm springs again. We're facing forward. Arms are at sides straight with palms forward facing. We've got that imaginary block at the thighs once more. We're going to slowly take straight arms up to shoulder height, and then we lower to sides. Exhale forward and lower down. And press. And lower. And press. And lower. You got it. For 4 and 3. Good. 2. 1 more. We're going to hold it up here. Tiny circles. 2. I do a lot of circles. Fat hates circles. 5, 6, 7. Reverse. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Okay. Hug a tree. We're coming up with our thumbs up, elbows slightly soft, and we're opening. We're going to keep the arms where we can see them in our periphery. So we're never going to take them behind us and retract our shoulder blades. We're going to keep it all in, and as you bring those hands forward, you're squeezing that imaginary block. So basically, your chest all the way down to the inner thighs and knees, it all feels like it's hugging that midline. 4 and 3. You got it. 1 more, please. And take a break. Perfect. All right, final spring change here. Go ahead and drop those arm springs. We're going to use our safety chain. Okay, so it attaches. We're never going to remove it here. We're going to just let it come down. Hook it up. We're going to take one of the blue springs and let's hook it up from underneath. And he's going to go inside. Oh, no, you're good. I like that one here. And then the thumb screw on the vertical frame. All right, so just double check that your clip is in that eye hook safely and there's nothing twisted here. Go ahead and lay on your back, head underneath. Okay, now normal position, your head is going to be back near the tower, and we're going to push the bar up with our hands and place our feet on the bar. Okay, straighten your legs for me. All right, here's what you want to measure. Your legs, can they make it straight with your butt all the way down? And when you drop your toes down to stretch the calves, right here, we'll pause. If you're getting a stretch, you're in the right position. I know you're bendy, so you can scoot out. So if you're not getting a stretch, you're gonna just inch your tailbone out further from the tower. Okay, arms can really be wherever you like them, and we're gonna just do slow calf raises here and just stretch everything in the back line of the leg. And let's do a few with a lateral turnout, so the whole leg spirals outward. 4, 3, 1 more time, and then turn in and out, in and out. Perfect. Now, turn those toes out and get your feet towards the edges of the bar, please. And bend the knees down in towards the underarms. Now right here, this position feels good for most, even just letting the weight sink down. We get an inner thigh, hip, and low back stretch. Hands find their way to the bar as well. And then let's slowly push the legs up while you hold on so that you can fold in half for monkey. And then if you can, the legs are straight, you can point the toes for a little extra. Okay. And then we slowly lower, bending those knees and drop our bodies back down. Enjoy this little sinking gravity-assisted stretch. And let's go ahead and do that again, Susan. Push those legs up. Yes. And then go ahead and roll your way down. All right, now leaving the feet on, no hands this time. You can let your arms rest at your sides, or they can hold the vertical frame. We're gonna do guillotine, so your choice. Okay, from here, go slowly with me. Legs push up to straight. Once they're straight, we're gonna curl the tail up and we push the bar up as high over, like top would be right above your chin, and we stop. You can't get this high, don't worry. Shoulders and chest is soft away from your chin, butt stays up. Bend the knees, lower the bar, and take a breath. Exhale, we send the legs up straight. You can even come down just a smidge lower. There we go. Bend the knees. Exhale, we push up. 2. Bend. Legs push up. We do it 3 times. Legs stay straight. And with straight legs, come down through the center of the spine. Bend the knees at the bottom. If you're good with me, we'll do that one more time to end the workout. Once more here. Legs go to straight and then curve up, staying soft through the chest. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale, slow extend. We bend and we extend. One more time, please. Bend. Legs go to straight, keeping the legs straight. We come down through the center of the back. Bend the knees, and then we carefully take our feet off the bar. Excellent. All right, so just give yourself a second to assimilate. We are finished with the workout. You feel good?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so come on out from underneath the bar, and I'm going to talk you through getting your tower back to the way we like it. So what we'll do first is we're going to detach this blue spring from underneath, and then we're going to detach the safety chain. Let's hook the safety chain back up to itself, and then this blue spring we're going to detach from underneath, and the blue spring goes up to the top on the outside edge. The arm springs are going to go in the back, and we're going to swap those with the leg springs. So top eye hook in the back with the arm spring, and the leg spring is in the front. Then we're going to bring our roll down bar back into the front. Okay, so just to review, so as you're getting all that back together, we've got our roll down bar in the front, hooked up to the top. Our leg springs are in the front. The blue springs that we used for the push through bar are on the top sides. And the arm springs are at the top in the back. And then just take a second and wipe everything down for me, everything you touched, and you should be all set. You feel great?
I do.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.